Here we go. Ah! Sometimes I get camera shy. What is going on, guys? My name is Max Gray.
This is Fleming Cracker!
AllDayMaxGray here, representing the Arlington Eagle football team in Shatter, Nebraska. I've got all my stuff packed up, about to ride with Roble and Gasper back to Alliance, and fly back to Seattle, baby. Go Hawks!
Yo, what's up, guys? It has been, I don't know how long it's been. March 9th, 2016 was my last vlog. So 4 years ago, I made a vlog, my last one. And I think if I remember right, we did the challenges. Donnie was in it, went to the high school. And I know in the first one we had a bunch of jokes, a bunch of games at Shattering. But I haven't, unless you follow me on social media and all that, YouTube hasn't really been updated except for like highlight films and stuff from all my friends, teammates, people I know, and myself. So I'm back. Like, I'll do a ding there or something, I don't know. I'm back. I'm pretty excited. It's not like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to vlog, you know, every day or even once a week or whatever it is, but I'm gonna try to, you know, I got this new computer. I'm gonna show you guys later, but I got this new computer and I want to use it. The past 4 years since my last vlog, I've been recording stuff. I have trips to Texas. I have my trip to Europe, football stuff, college stuff, just random videos I've had for the past 4 years. I've been taking them, and I've always thought in mind, like, oh, that'd be so cool if I put together another vlog. I just have never gotten around to it. And if you're watching this, it means I finally have gone around to it. Yeah, I got this new computer and I figured I might as well use it, right? So the past couple weeks I've been thinking about putting together this vlog, like officially. And again, I don't know if it's gonna be weekly or monthly or just this one time, but I'm gonna try to do it maybe once every couple weeks. This video is really just to do something. I don't really care who watches it, if anyone watches it, whatever. But I have, the past 4 years, there has been quite a few people asking me to make vlogs again, and people I meet, they see me videotaping and they're like, you should make a vlog, so I'm just gonna do it. One thing that I've realized the past year, especially after graduating college and kind of starting the real world, right, is you could start doing something, you could start a job, and then 30 years later you've done that same job every single day and you haven't done anything you've wanted to do. And I don't want to really, and I'm not like dissing that, like that's just reality, and some people love doing that, some people love their jobs, and I'm not saying I don't like my job, but I want to make sure I'm doing things that, I want to make sure I find time to do things that I want to do, whether it's fun things or just things that I want to go out of my way and try for the first time. I encourage you guys to do that. Don't fall in the trap of just working every day and not finding time for yourself. So this is the vlog. This is vlog number 3. But we're gonna restart the whole thing. This is vlog number 1. It's 2020. It's a crazy year. We've had so much time to just kind of figure ourselves out. I think some people, it's been good for a lot of people, and it's been not so good for a lot of people. So I really don't know what this video is gonna be about. I have a bunch of random clips. I think I'm gonna make this one about Jake Luton. They'll get more like updates on my life the past 4 years, just kind of tell you guys what I've been doing. What else? Shoot, I don't know. I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Please like this video. I don't care, do whatever you want with this video, but If you will, please comment at least some ideas of what I could talk about. I want to try a bunch of different things, so just comment stuff. I don't know. I want to do a podcast at some point. I know the homie Drew Korf is doing a podcast, and it's pretty dope, so you're gonna have to check it out. That's definitely something you guys should check out. That's something I was gonna join in on one. We've talked about it, so I'm probably gonna do it soon. Shoot, I don't know. I'm just kind of talking right now. But here, let me stop this, and then I'm gonna update you guys on my life. I'm gonna say what I want on here because this is my video. I'm obviously not trying to be disrespectful to anyone, but I'm gonna say whatever's on my mind. This is my video. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. If you don't like it, you can dislike it. Make your own damn videos. I'm gonna swear sometimes. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. So there's that. It's story time. Alright, it's story time. This is a quick recap. I don't know how quick it's gonna be. If this is an hour-long video, I don't care. If this is a 5-minute video, cool. That's just the mood I'm in, right? Okay, so last time YouTube saw me was when I was at Chadron State College. I think it was right after my first year playing there. Yeah, it must have been right after my first year playing there. So it was I'm going into my 3rd year at Chadron, and I moved in this house with some of my good friends. I mean, I loved Chadron. Everything about Chadron was great. And this isn't gonna be a video of me comparing Chadron and where I went and saying anything bad. I loved Chadron State College. Absolutely loved it. There's some stuff going on with the football program that I wasn't a fan of, and I ended up, just the best thing for me to do was to get out. I wanted to get closer to home. There were some things that I wasn't a huge fan of at Chadron, and it was tough. I had to leave my best friends, a place where I signed to and was committed to and wanted to be there, and graduate an Eagle. I wanted to be an Eagle for life. Ended up transferring to Rocky Mount College in Montana, Billings, Montana, and it was the best decision I've ever made. I made my best friends there, met some best people, nicest people. Being in Montana was awesome, exploring that area, that state. It was just all great. I loved it. Football, my first year, junior year, wasn't great. We had a lot of talent. The crazy thing, I thought NAI was a lower level, and because everyone talks like D1, D1 AA, D2, D3, NAI. No. And the NAI had some of the best talent I've ever seen. At least it played with. Our team would have beat a lot of D2 teams. But then again, there's some NAI teams we played that were terrible. But we played terrible D2 teams as well. So I guess every conference, every league every division has their own, great teams and poor teams. But yeah, Rocky, our junior year was very good, had great talent. We had guys come from D1, drop downs, all that stuff. So, but we couldn't put it together. We just weren't a team yet. I was small, I wasn't that good. My junior year wasn't great. I felt like all of us could have done a lot better. Again, this is my vlog, so I can only talk about myself and my perspective of things, but so I'm going in my senior year, I decided I'm gonna gain weight. Worked out, ate a bunch. I was doing like 3 to 4 workouts a day all summer, and ended up getting up to like 205, 206 pounds. So I was way bigger than I was the year before. I think I was like 178, 180 around there. So I gained a lot of weight. Started senior year, everything's coming together. We had a great team, all the same players, because the year before we were all sophomores and juniors. So shout out to the 2018 Rocky football team. But anyways, we ended up beating Carroll's our rival. I don't know who all the rivals are, but since I didn't go in as a freshman, I didn't really learn everything. But I do know that when I was there, I hated every team. We all hated every team, and every team in the Frontier Conference was good. Every single team could win, except maybe one. I won't name drop them or anything, but they are doing better. They got a new coach and they are improving. But every team could beat every team. We beat Carroll, we beat Dickinson, we beat all these teams. We ended up having to forfeit our first game against Carroll, which was very upsetting because apparently one of our players wasn't cleared yet, went on the field during a kickoff. I don't know too much about it, but it sucked because it made going into playoffs. So yeah, we won the conference championship, was a huge deal. We haven't done in like 20 years. Then we went to playoffs, which was obviously a big deal. And we ended up playing like the greatest team of all time, Morningside. One of their receivers had like 35 touchdown receptions. It was the craziest. The quarterback and receiver grew up together, went to the same college. They were unreal. But the committee used our forfeit, it seemed like, as a true loss, which put us at number 16, and we beat Dickinson by, I don't know how much, but we kicked their ass. And they were like 13 or 12 or something, and we were 16, so we had to play number 1, and we got our ass kicked. And it sucked because we lost that game before we went there. And I'm not saying we would have won that game, but we definitely were a lot better than how we played. And it was unfortunate. One of the toughest losses I've had to face. I know the whole team had to face. We got pretty hyped up. We started buying into the hype that, you know, this was our year to go to the championship, and it didn't work out. That's just life sometimes. Shit never goes as planned, and that's just true. You can plan whatever you want. It never goes as planned. Never does. That's just fact. So just kind of go with the flow, keep working hard, and know good things are going to work out eventually, and good things happen. So anyways, after senior year, so I was supposed to be a teacher. I was getting my English degree, ended up not getting it because I was invited to the Montana State NFL Pro Day. A couple NFL teams apparently wanted to see me perform. I don't know, maybe they did, maybe that was a lie, but I had an NFL Pro Day. I decided that I wanted to coach, so I helped coach in the spring for Rocky, with the running backs, and I was supposed to teach, I was supposed to train, I was supposed to go to this pro day, and I was supposed to be a 4.0 student. I knew I couldn't be great at all those, so I decided to cut some of those out, or at least one, and the biggest one was the student teaching. I think that's about the same spot. Yeah, looks good. Where was I at? I think I was at pro day? Yeah, I think it was at pro day. So, got invited to this pro day, Montana State, and it was I've never been so nervous in my life. We had like 7 players from Rocky go to an NFL Pro Day. So that's how you know NAI has some athletes, because it's not like you could just go to a Pro Day. You have to be invited to perform in front of these coaches. So for an NAIA team to have 7 players go to a Pro Day, we had more players from our school go to a Pro Day than the school itself that we went to. If that makes sense. It was crazy. So shout out all those guys. I've never been so nervous in my life doing the pro day. I remember I went down to jump for the vertical, and I got down there, and I remember thinking, like, I paused and I was like, I can't jump. My legs don't work. I ended up jumping and I didn't do well. I didn't do well the whole day. I don't know if it was my nerves. I don't know what it was, but I did not do well. This wasn't my day, and that's all right. We had 2 guys go to the NFL. We had Darnell and Troy. Shout out those 2. Troy went to the 49ers. Darnell went to the Eagles. They went to the rookie camp. They ended up not making the team. I know Troy hurt his hand, broke his finger, and then Darnell, he actually got called up when the Eagles late in the season, and they said if Zach Ertz, apparently he was hurt, and they said if he doesn't come back this week, we're gonna call you up. And he ended up coming back that week, so that was a little unfortunate. I was excited to see Darnell, but I know Darnell's happy. He just announced he's having a kid. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce on here. I'll get permission from him first before I post this. So if you see this, congrats, Darnell, you're the man. Of course, shout out Jacob Bakken. He was the quarterback, throwing me a touchdown his senior year. He got invited to a camp and then ended up having shoulder surgery, or didn't have shoulder surgery. I can't remember now, but he, because of his shoulder, he couldn't go. So that was a little unfortunate, but he is one of the best quarterbacks I've ever played with, especially senior year. He was lights out. Funny story about him, and I love that guy. Remember Jamarcus Russell? There's a story posted about him, how they gave him a blank tape and said it was Blitz package, and it was like marked Blitz package on the VHS tape, I think it was, I don't know. And he came back the next day and they're like, how's the film? He's like, oh yeah, the Blitz, they do this, yeah, I watched it all. And it was blank. So that's what would happen to Jacob Bakken. He was one of those guys where, so I'm one of these stressed out people where I get all hyped up for the game, and Jacob Bakken was like, all right, here we go, I'm gonna throw 7 touchdowns this game, it's whatever. He just never got nervous. He was awesome. And I don't know if you watched film either, but that's all right, because we did well. So shout out those guys. I ended up not getting a call from an NFL team. But, so I was getting nervous, and I was starting to think of, what am I gonna do? I don't have my teaching degree now. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. And I was enjoying coaching at that time, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll just stick around and coach. And then all of a sudden, like a week before graduation, I got a phone call from this number, and it was like +41, and then all these digits. And I was like, what? Who the hell is this? I answered it, and it was a coach. And he's like, hey, I coach for the Kalanda Broncos. I'm like, okay, I have no idea who that is. And he said, we're a team out in Switzerland, and we want to sign you. And I was like, holy crap. I don't really know anything about football over there. I've heard that they don't get paid much. I've heard that it's awesome. But a lot of people don't consider it. So I'm talking to him, he's telling me all these things, and he's like, we'll pay for your food, we'll pay for your travels, we'll pay for everything. And it sounded good, and then at the end he's like, but we need you to play safety. I was like, what? I'm a receiver, why am I playing safety? And he's like, because the rules in Switzerland, you can only have one American on the field at a time. We already have a quarterback. You're gonna be playing safety. When we play internationally, you'll play receiver as well. I'm like, thank you, coach. I really appreciate it. I will rewind. I said, when does the season start? He's like, we're already halfway through, or we're about to be halfway through, and we want to fly you out here in 2 weeks. 2 weeks? 2 weeks? I immediately got nervous about the flight because I don't know if I could fly for 12 hours straight. I'm like, coach, thank you very much. This is awesome. I will call you soon. I need to talk to my parents. I call my mom immediately. And first of all, I skipped class to talk to him on the phone. So I call my mom. I feel like I'm talking with my hands a lot. I don't know what to do with my hands. Comment that movie below if you know. You gotta know. But yeah, I call my mom. I told her who called me, what was going on, and she just said, are they paying for your plane ticket? I said, yeah. And she said, then why wouldn't you go? So I called him back right away and I said, I'm in. Someone's paying my plane ticket to go out to Europe. That's crazy. And then on top of that, they're gonna pay me. They don't, not much, but they're gonna pay me. They're gonna feed me. They're gonna pay for my living. They're gonna pay for my insurance. They're gonna pay for everything, basically. The only thing I had to pay for is laundry, and laundry over there is way too expensive. I accepted the contract, sent me over the papers, I signed it. I ended up getting super nervous right before I was leaving because the way the hours work and because it was during season, we weren't in much contact. And he's like, yeah, just sign the papers, get on the plane. We bought the plane ticket. He sent me the tickets. He's like, just get on the plane and we'll see you there. And my dad was like, hold on, is this legit? And then I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is legit. So I'm getting nervous. End up flying out there. Guys, when I tell you this was the best experience of my whole life, I'm not kidding. Apparently, there's a lot of European football teams that don't necessarily take care of their players as well. And I'm just speaking off of what I've heard, but Kalanda Broncos are top-notch organization. Top-notch. When I looked them up, a quick search on Google, I realized they were one of the best teams in Europe, especially the best team in Switzerland. Like, they won every championship the past 5 years, and the past 15 years, like 10 of them or something. So I know they're legit, and they took care of me. They brought me in, treated me like family, and I'm gonna do a whole episode on what it's like being an American football player over in Europe. Maybe traveling Europe, but especially what being a professional European football player is like, because it's incredible. If you get the opportunity, I suggest you do it, especially out of college, because you can work the rest of your life, but you can't play football the rest of your life. And you definitely can't just get paid to go to Europe and travel around Europe for 2 to 5 months. So you need to do that. So anyways, I jumped off the plane. I played in a football game like the next, I think it was like 3 days after I got off the plane. I was playing safety, had no idea what I was doing. I got trucked twice by an old D1 running back. It sucked. But I made some good plays and it was fun. It was a good experience. And then I know every week I got more comfortable as time went on. I got more comfortable, and ended up, I thought I did pretty well. I made some good plays on defense, good plays on offense when I got the chance. We ended up winning the Swiss national championship. So let me grab this real quick. Look at this baby. Look at that. Swiss champs right there. And then here's the Rocky one. It's pretty incredible. I feel like I'm holding these really weird, but there we go. We ended up winning the Swiss championship. One of the greatest moments of my life. But before that, we played the CEFL, so Central European Football League Championship. When I said earlier the playoff loss at Rocky was tough, this was the hardest loss of my life. Going in the game, everyone's like, oh my God, we're playing Svarko. I think that's what Svarko Raiders, who apparently have been, and again, I went there, I didn't know anything. Apparently this team is like the best team in Europe. They spend all this money to get all these different imports from all over Europe and America, and they're just incredible. And they're like, everyone's saying you're not gonna be able to score a point against this team. So we go into this game, and we're ahead the whole game. We give up, I think it was 3 kick return touchdowns. They scored 3 kick return touchdowns. We're still up the whole game. With a minute left, okay, I'm gonna sound like a sore loser, but hear me out. With a minute left, we throw a pass. Shout out Connor Manning, by the way. He's the quarterback. I'll talk about him later. But we throw a pass to our local receiver from Switzerland, from Chur. And I think it was like 3rd and 15. We throw vertical to him, back shoulder, catches it, boom. And he catches it on an old Clemson corner. So it was a local kid from Switzerland going against a D1 national championship champion corner. Catches it like 3 yards inbounds. Falls down. They call the catch. And the ref from the other side of the field, their sideline, runs over, calls it incomplete. And then they have a meeting, and literally I'm talking to the other players on the other team, because everyone speaks English there, and we're all like, what do they mean about? I'm like, dude, he obviously caught it. And then everyone I was talking to was like, yeah, he caught it, obviously. And even the other team was in there. And they called it incomplete. We punted, they scored, they won the game. We were only up by 4 points. I mean, I played my whole life. I've dealt with refs. I know that they can make calls that affect the game, right? But this was the biggest impact I've ever seen to any game ever. Okay, I'm sure there's more games in history that have been worse, but I've never seen one call determine the outcome of a game. Because at that point, we would have taken a knee, won the game, biggest upset in 35 years, they were saying. That sucks. I'm gonna do a whole video about that. I sound like a loser right now. I don't mean to be like that. Shout out Svarko. I hate saying that, but shout out them. They're a great program. Shout out every European football player. It's awesome what they got going over there. They play football in its true form. They enjoy it. They love it. It's not American football to me. Going through it, and especially now at a young age for kids, it's so, I'm not trying to hate or anything, but it's the amount of film you watch, the amount of time you put in, the amount of, it's consuming lives now. Coaches, players, everything. It's not fun, it's not a game, it's a business. And I'm not saying that's bad, but I am saying that now that I've had the experience playing in America and the experience of playing in Europe, I know Europe is more of But that's exactly what it is, more fun. It's more of a game. And I feel like that's how it always was supposed to be, and that's how it should be. They're playing football the way it's meant to be played, and I absolutely love it. That being said, I love the fact, and I was one of those guys, I put everything into football. My senior year, I feel like the reason why I did better than I ever had before was because I found that middle ground to where socially I was having fun. Football, I was still working hard. In school, I was doing my best. I wasn't slacking in any of them. I was making sure I was having fun off the field, being more loose, just in everything, less serious about everything, less anxious about everything, but still at the same time wanting to be great at everything I did, and ended up working out. But anyways, Europe was awesome. Ended up leaving, coached at Rocky. I went back to Rocky, coached, and this could be a whole nother vlog too about being a college football coach. It is the craziest, best, and worst job of all time. I have so much respect for these college coaches, and I also think they're absolutely nuts to be doing what they're doing. I have a lot of opinions about coaching, college football, just playing, players, coaches, everything about college football, youth football. I mean, I'll talk about that later, but it's crazy the amount of work that needs to be done, or that is done. I don't know if it needs to be done. But anyways, great experience coaching. The reason why it's one of the best jobs ever is because the way you can help these kids who, yes, they are kids. When you're 18 years old, when you're 19, when you're 20, when you're 21, and you are living in dorms and you're going to school and you think you know what you're doing, you think you're old, you're not old, you don't know much, maybe you know more than others, great, but you're still a kid, and it's great building that relationship with kids and helping them and seeing them grow and seeing them succeed. Best feelings ever. Absolutely love it. Shout out Rocky football. Go Bears. We had a rough season. After my senior year. There was a coaching change and all the seniors graduated and there wasn't many seniors left. It wasn't great, but we enjoyed our time. I believe most people enjoyed it, especially the running back group. Shout out to RBs. We had the meets. RB squad. We did all this stuff. If you're the running back group, you know who you are. Shout out all the running backs. Gotta run the football. That's how you win games. Everyone made fun of me because I was a receiver. I always wanted to throw the ball, but I also understood the importance of running the ball. And now I just want to run the ball every play because go running backs, right? So that was fun, good experience. Shout out the coaches there. Shout out everyone who helped me out. Shout out the soccer house, the girls' soccer house, for letting me stay there. Shout out Luke and Drew for letting me sleep on their couch. Shout out Kirk and Will for letting me sleep on their couch. Shout out all the coaches for getting me there, helping me, support me. But it was crazy. It was crazy time. There's no money in college football, coaching wise. The only way I was able to afford to do it was sleeping couch to couch on low payments, right? Just giving out money when I could and getting free food through the program. That's about it. That's the only way I was able to do it. I won't say that I'll never do it again, but I'll never do it again. I'll never be a college football coach again. There is no way. Nope. Can't do it. I can't do it, dude. Can't do it. What else? I trained to get back in shape. I gave my body a rest. My knees were still hurting. I trained to get back in shape. Went back to Switzerland, signed a contract, go back to Switzerland. I was so pumped. I was like, this is probably going to be my last year. I was there for 10 days, had one practice. I was playing linebacker. I gained some weight. I was playing linebacker. Felt awesome. Linebacker might be the best position in sports. I was playing safety and linebacker. And I finally, because the first year, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. I didn't even know how to tackle. I was just learning from my mistakes. I'd miss tackle, like, oh, I'm not doing that again. Get trucked, okay, I'm gonna get a little lower or explode through, whatever. Once I figured it out a little bit more and worked on coverage and worked on just reading the offense, that seems weird to say because I'm so used to reading the defense. It just felt good. I had the experience of coaching, so I was able to, when you're over there, you coach as well, so I had the experience coaching. So I was just learning the game and excited, and then COVID hit, which was one of the scariest things ever. We're over there, and with people who knew other people that might have been higher up, supposedly, and they were saying like, we need to get the Americans out of here before they're stuck here. We're gonna close out the country. Millions of people are gonna die. So we're over there. Oh shit. We gotta get the out of here, you know? And we're just depressed, right? Because we were so happy to be there. We planned all these trips for 5 months, right? We planned all these trips to the UK, to Spain, to Greece, to Italy, to Germany, to Poland, to... Obviously couldn't do any of that, but flew home. I was like, oh, I'm so mad. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just gonna be quarantined and just be angry at life and everything. And then that passed after a couple days, and I watched The Tiger King. I have no shout out for The Tiger King. That show was insane. Oh yeah, and then I downloaded TikTok, because you have to download TikTok. I had to. And then apparently maybe all of our identities were stolen. Who knows? I was nervous at the quarantine, because of quarantine, I was like, all these people are losing their jobs. I saw a job offering at USPS, applied for it. So now I'm a United States Postal employee. And it is I thought college coaching was crazy. It is. College coaching is another level, but the amount of work at the post office, craziest thing I've ever witnessed. So my mom works at the post office, and she always like, yeah, it's a physical job. She would always say that. And I was like, oh yeah, I believe you. And then I started working there. It's the most physical job I've ever had. The hours are crazy. I worked 2 a.m., 3 a.m. almost every morning. Then I got training for the windows, so then I switched to like 7 a.m. But I'm going back to 2 a.m. The amount of packages, I think it's definitely different at every single post office, but some post offices have 10 packages a day. Well, sometimes we have 10,000, and this is supposed to be our non-busy time of the year, so when Christmas comes, that's all everyone talks about. I don't even know how many packages are going to be there, but it's insane. There is so much to do. I have so much respect for postal employees around the country. I also have a lot of opinions on the post office. Is it perfect? No. But it's American. And I love America. And I would always tell people over in Switzerland, I had my back-to-back World War Champs shirt, I had my American flag, and it's hanging on my wall. I had my American flag that I would walk around with on 4th of July. I was that typical American. I'm proud, you know? But anyways, they all made fun of me, but I love America. Post office is a perfect job for me because I get to represent American values and doing the American thing, and I get to be part of a business, a service for the people that has been around longer than the president. It's pretty cool. And I know there's a lot going on in the post office right now, but one thing I've learned too is the employees for the post office are extremely passionate about their jobs. They're extremely passionate about getting the mail out on time, working as long as they have to, as fast as they have to make sure you get your mail. They're concerned about their customers. They want to make sure they have the best customer service around. And again, it's not perfect. We deliver half of the world's mail. We understand there's a lot of mistakes, but you know, I can't get too far into this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm proud to be a postal employee. I love it there, and it's a great experience so far. I think I just updated you guys on my life. There's probably a lot more, or a lot less. I mean, not less, but there's some cool things that have been going on in my life. I don't know if they're cool, but there's stuff that's going on in my life. I've been writing, I've been reading, I've been working. I started CrossFit. I also did boxing for a month, which was awesome. I got the shit kicked out of me a couple times, but felt like I was doing pretty well. So now I started CrossFit because I'm in contact with my team over in Switzerland, and if possible, if Americans can go to Europe and there's still football and sports are going on, there's a big possibility that I will be going back there, so I'm gonna start getting in shape now. I took my time off. It was just good for me to get away. I've never been able to relax. I've never taken a step back from football before, since I was 8 years old, so it's really nice to take a step back. I'm getting back into it because if I'm gonna do something, I wanna be the best at it, and especially if it's my last season ever, I'm going to be the best at it. So that's just how I'm feeling. So I'm getting back in shape. Yeah, so that's my life so far. And now, the moment you guys have been waiting for. All this stuff I just talked about, my family's probably like, oh, that's so cool, he's doing that. Friends were like, oh, it's so cool. But if you're a random person, you're probably like, who cares? Who is this guy? who is this guy, right? In the video, in the caption, I'm pretty sure this can say Jake Lewin, because it's my Jake Lewin episode. So you're probably like, I want to know about Jake Lewin. So, here we go. Shout out Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I'm a coffee drinker now. I guess that's what you do when you get a little bit older, you drink a lot of coffee. Drink water though, have to. I'm telling everyone at work, drink water, more water. Everyone makes fun of me. But it's healthy and it's good for you. Anyways, Jake Lewin, let's talk about Jake Lewin. Where do I start? Me and Jake grew up in the same area. I'm from Arlington, Washington. He went to Marysville, Pilchuck High School. I went to Arlington High School. And we grew up knowing of each other. And then the older we got, we started playing against each other. So I broke my back. So I played my freshman year of high school on the freshman team and then suited up for varsity. Then my sophomore year, I broke my back. Wasn't able to play that season, obviously. My junior year, probably shouldn't have played. Doctor said I couldn't play. I got back. Ended up playing my junior year. And at this point, me and Jake obviously know each other. We're not best friends. We're not really, we know each other. We play against each other. And I was just talking to him about this recently, but my first ever interception, and I'm gonna play it right now. All right. That right there, that's my first ever interception in high school football. Jake Luton's a quarterback. He forgot about that. I told him about it. He was like, well, I don't remember that. And he has a really good memory. So he probably flushed it out, just on purpose. But I didn't. That's my first interception. It gets an NFL quarterback. Boom, take that. Okay, I feel good about myself now. We end up graduating high school. Funny thing about Jake Lewin, he played at a school that was wing T. There's always talk about Jake Lewin leaving Marysville Pilchuck. I don't even think he ever said it. I think it was just other people just being like, he needs to leave. People wanted him to go to Arlington. I want him to go to Arlington because he was a great quarterback playing wing T. He threw, I don't know how many times he threw a game, but wing T is a running offense. And they also had the best athlete I've ever seen in high school football, Austin Joyner. And then they had a backup running back, Killian, who was unreal. Because their running back was so good, Jake Lewin was a little overshadowed, and that's just the truth. He was a little overshadowed because, well, one, he didn't throw the football. And when he did, he was great, but he rarely ever threw the football. They had such a good running back group. Me and Jake threw a couple times, maybe it was just once, but we got together, we'd throw in high school, and then, so we stayed in contact throughout our journeys the past 5-6 years. He went to Idaho. He played freshman year, which was really cool to see. He was more of a running quarterback. He just ran the football, which is funny now talking about because he just throws the football, but he was running the football and he was dual athlete. He's fast. He's really good athlete. I almost went to Idaho. I committed to Chadron, and an Idaho coach came, said he wanted to get me to Idaho, and he said he wants me to go there. I think their receivers backed out that they offered, so I was kind of like on their list, but towards the bottom. They're like, we need you. I was like, oh, I'm already going to Chadron. So me and Jake were almost teammates. Plays at Idaho. Ends up transferring after the first year. Goes to Ventura College, junior college in California. And I remember watching his games and watching his highlights and keeping up to date with him. And this dude was going off. Every game, I would look at his stats. He would have like 5, 6, 7 touchdown passes in the first half. Just insane. I think he was leading the nation or something. Ends up getting all these offers from colleges. I remember an Oregon State offer came up. And I'm pretty sure he committed maybe that same week he got that offer. So he got that offer, went there. When he got there, he got the starting job. I think he struggled his first year. Big reason because of injuries. He had a really bad injury. Senior year, different story. He goes off. Oregon State's finally looking like a competitor. They're playing well. The record might not have shown it, but it was great to see. He ends up getting invited to the NFL Combine. Then he has his pro day. And then it's draft day. Everyone who's friends with him, his family, obviously, we're all cheering for him. We want to see him do the best. Also, there was another quarterback in Washington. Sorry to bring this up late. There was another quarterback in Washington, Jacob Eason. He was the #1 quarterback in the nation. We haven't talked in a while, but shout out Jacob Eason. He's with the Colts now. Awesome to see. But because he was the #1 quarterback in the nation, Jake Lewin, and Jake Lewin was wing T, running offense, was another reason why Jake Lewin wasn't very known out of high school. It's draft day. He gets drafted by the Jaguars. He gets drafted. And then I'm seeing on Instagram, he keeps throwing with his cousins and friends and his brothers. He needed receivers out there. So I messaged him, I was like, hey man, I'll come throw with you. I'm home, I'm just working every day. Like I'll come throw with you after work. I pretty much tell him that whatever he needs, I got you. If you need me to run here, if you need me to run routes for 2 hours, 3 hours, if you need me to, whatever you need me to do, whatever route it is, let's go. I'm trying to see him succeed, right? He's gonna succeed with or without me. I understand that, but I wanna do what I can to help. Because it's not every day you get the opportunity to be around an NFL quarterback. I wanna help him get to where he needs to be a starting NFL quarterback. Again, he could do without me. I'm not trying to like make credit, but since I have this opportunity to help him, I'm going to make the most of it. The throwing's great. It's awesome. We threw routes. Donnie, shout out Donnie, he came with and he helped out. But I want to tell you a little bit of who Jake Lewin is. Just a quick story. The first day we meet up, he just got drafted in the NFL. Kids are coming up to him asking him for autographs. Kids are asking for pictures while we're working out. We finish, kids run up to him. Oh, Jake, pictures, autographs. Awesome. We're finally able to talk, and all I want to do is talk about the NFL Combine, the NFL Draft. I want to talk about him because it's just so cool. And before I can even say anything, right after those kids, they leave, he looks at me and he goes, Max, I want to hear all about your adventures in Europe. I want to hear all about it. So we talked about it. This guy just got drafted in the NFL. Every kid's dream. He was just signing autographs for kids. He's about to be a celebrity. He's a hometown celebrity, right? He wants to hear about a little NAIA football player who plays in Europe, who gets paid. That's just who he is. He's all about family. He's all about his friends. He's never about himself. Talking to him, I think he's one of those guys who understands there's more to life than football. But since his life is football right now, he is going to be the best that he could be. And he's ready to compete. He's ready to win. He's ready to be a starting quarterback. He's ready to be great. I know I already said that, but he is. He's ready to be great. And it's awesome seeing that. You know, in this summer, just getting closer with him, I was able to meet his girlfriend Paige. She's awesome. His brothers Jax, Jordan, and Jace. They're all amazing. I met his mom. The whole family's just, they're great, and they all have his back, and he has their back. And so it's just a cool experience seeing this. So there's gonna be, after this, there's gonna be a whole thing about, and there's not too many clips, but it's gonna be us throwing, it's gonna be us talking, whatever. We had a lot of technical difficulties filming this. I would bring the camera out and it just wouldn't film, or just wouldn't work. So there's way less than what there should be. But speaking of the Lutons, shout out Jordan, he's funny. Jax, the little man, awesome. And then Jace has his own vlog, his own YouTube channel. I'm gonna link that. Shout out Jace. Make sure you give him a follow. Oh Jesus. Go subscribe, go comment, go like, just show some love to the Lutons. Jake Luton just made the 53-man roster. His whole career, he's been battling to become a starting quarterback at every team he's been on. He's been battling to prove himself on every team he's been on. He's been fighting adversity through injuries, through setbacks. This guy was a 6th round draft pick. Went to the Jaguars. He as a 4th string guy. Without any preseason games, just through studying film, being a good guy, showing up in practice, he became 2nd string in just a few weeks. And I don't want to speak ahead. I can't see the future, but based on what I've seen and what I know of him, He's gonna make the best out of every circumstance, out of every situation he's in, and I'm excited to see what happens. And I'm ready to make a highlight film for him, so it's gonna be cool. But anyways, guys, Jake Lewin, great guy. I'm just happy to do what I can to help. Again, he's gonna be great regardless. He's got the support of his family, his friends, and soon to be thousands of fans. I think he already does have thousands of fans, but go get these things now, okay? Talking to him, signing tens of thousands of cards isn't easy. I heard it's tough. I don't do it. Maybe they should do that for European football players. I wonder how many I would sell. My parents would buy some. Shout out Jake Lewin. Shout out the Lewin. Shout out my people. I'm just happy to see everyone doing their thing. But that's Jake Lewin.
I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always bored.
He's nice. He's nice. What up?
What up? How's it going?
Going well. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. Hey, what's your name? Tell me about you.
Jace Luton.
What? Tell me something
MPHS
about
quarterback.
You. All right. What else?
16 years old.
What else?
Getting training with Max Gray and Jake Luton.
All right. There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Jack.
Oh, best.
All right, Jake. Can you state your name? Just tell me a couple things about you.
Jake Luton, Marysville Middle School, play wide receiver. I've never really played before, but I'm gonna try this year and we'll see what happens.
What happened?
So what happened was I was eating cookies, then randomly I hit it, my tooth, and it like winked off. I'm like,
So you lost your tooth?
yep.
He's running. He's not camera shy, is he? Speed!
Start. Bye-bye.
Okay. You ready, Jace? I need you to tell me if it's...
Oh, yeah.
Laces. Yeah! Good call, QB. Hey, maybe the Jags will be on Hard Knocks, or did they already pick?
I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool. Open! Another. Places.
Was it already on?
Oh, it just beeps once. And then when it turns off...
Wait, check if it's recording real quick. Check if it's recorded.
It is.
It is.
It is, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I tried following with that with my head. I was like,
Outside, what'd you get?
a fade? Oh, sluggo?
See it? Hitch. He's gonna replace right underneath.
The same thing we just threw to the side?
A little different. He's gonna go up 46, in 3 steps, and then back down.
Alright.
Just right in.
Yeah.
A little bit longer.
3 step. So,
Nice catch.
Spare release.
Yep.
so, guys, I'm probably the best recorder ever.
3 step, 1 time.
Wait, what's this one again? Glance?
5 step, wrap it.
Okay. 3 hitch. So,
Motion in a little bit.
That's the first time I thought about
you see me recording it? I'm like this.
Okay, so I'm getting it.
Hold on.
I'm just doing this.
Oh, that's coming. That's kind of weird. Perfect.
Here you go, Jeff.
So,
Yep.
so.
Wait.
Yeah, you're good. Shit.
So,
Even a little higher.
a little higher.
He's first read.
Yep. Look the safety off. Right back to him.
So,
Oh, I'm late.
Yep.
so. So, have fun.
Okay.
Just go. Yeah, where's your ball?
Here you go.
All right, this is what a vertical from Jake Luton looks like. We always finish the day with verticals. Here we go. I've already gotten like 4 down, something like that. All my head things all messed up. Oh! No! No! All right, sometimes I get camera shy. That's a perfect pass. We gotta do it again. This is. Hey, I will say this. You could be the biggest genius in the world, but if you can't communicate it, it doesn't matter. You gotta be able to communicate it. If no one understands what you said, you're not that smart. Words of wisdom. All right, so we just. Yeah. All right, we just finished throwing. Like I said, always got to end with verticals. We try to go 2 for 2 each side. And I dropped one. A couple of them weren't good enough, so you know, we just keep going until we have 2 perfect ones. But yeah, it was a good day. We'll probably be back out tomorrow, the next day, all of that. It's been years since I've made a vlog, so just gonna update everyone. I mean, during this coronavirus, might as well have some fun. So here we go. All right,
Peace. Hey, say goodbye to the camera.
See ya.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa.
My battery has died twice now, and I had to put in a new SD card. So I wanted to do my shout outs all over again. Shout out the Kelowna Broncos. They got the oldest quarterback in the world right now. He's older than Tom Brady. I don't know if he's the oldest quarterback in the world, but shout out Coach Buffum for giving me a job over in Switzerland. And he's playing quarterback right now. I think he's 43 years old. He's a multiple time national champion in college football, in European, all that stuff. He's the GOAT. Shout out Connor Manning, my little brother. He's the homie. I pick on him sometimes. Sorry, Connor, but shout out you. Shout out Rooted Kin, as you know, always repping. Shout out the Luton family. Thank you for letting me do vlogs, and thank you for letting me throw with you and, you know, helping you out and helping me out. It's been awesome. Shout out D-Mac. Listen to his music, please. He's the man. He's a great dude. Always loved a D-Mac. Shout out Drew Korf. Go listen to his podcast. Can link that. Shout out Weezy F Baby, the greatest rapper of all time. Always gonna open with his music, close with his music, and I'm gonna recommend a song for you guys every vlog, I think, because Weezy F Baby has way too much music that nobody has ever heard.
Tell it to my name, bitch.
That's not the one. Comment if you know this song.
Hear the drops, then this is not a true exclusive.
Let's just vibe out to the song for a second, and I'll think of more shout outs. Shout out Rocky Football. I think I already shouted him out. Let's shout him. Shout out Gasper. Shout out Roble. Look, here's some advice for you guys. Go buy stamps and write letters to your friends, to your old family members, to old family friends who you haven't talked to in 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, whatever. Once you graduate college, you do not see your college friends like you used to. You might see them once every 2 years, once every 3 years, once every 10 years. Go write some letters. Gasper just wrote me a letter here. It ripped. It doesn't matter what it says. It could be like, hey, Merry Christmas, hey, happy birthday. Or write a whole 2-page, 4-page, 5-page thing. No one's gonna hate that. I promise you no one's gonna hate that. Shout out ABPP, you know, all my boys there. It's shout out to my people. If you're my person, you're my person. It's all love. It's been real. Sorry for talking so much, but it's been so long. If you didn't watch this whole thing, cool. If you watched the whole thing, cool. I plan on making more vlogs soon of just like one day filming, posting that, so it's not me talking the whole time. I understand I was talking the whole time. Look, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the love always. I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace. Oh shit, I accidentally turned off the music and not the camera. I didn't mean to turn off the music. Turn the music up and turn off the... What's your name? Tell me about yourself.
I'm Dylan Carson, sophomore at Mary's Military High School. It's my running back. Yeah. Fullback actually. Fullback. Big boys. And this year, trying to get working with the best athletes we got.
Did you say he was a genius?
What?
Did you say he's a genius or something?
He is a genius. He uses a lot of smart words that nobody understands. Like monotony. Monotony is not a smart word. I don't know what it means, so it's smart. It just means overusage, reusage. Anyways, yeah, this guy's a geek.
Nerd.
Yeah, just kidding. Dude.
Anything else?
I would just say I have the best for luck for Jake Loon, and I hope he gets the starting spot at Jacksonville.
Dude, what about us?
Yeah, bro.
What about us? What about Jax?
You know you're gonna get the starting spot.
I don't know. I'm working for it. Come on, dude. What about Max, bro?
Yeah, dude.
What the heck are you talking about?